Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're gonna do Fantastic Four issue 275. I just came back from having a great time with my friends, and it's beautiful weather here. And you know what? Normally I pick a random comic and I just talk about if it's good or if it's bad. And today I wanted, you know what? I'm gonna pick a comic from the unboxing that I did. Last was it yesterday or the day before? Doesn't matter. And I just, I read it and I thought to myself, I'm going to do a fun review. I'm enjoying this book very much and I want to talk about it. So let's dive in. So for those who doesn't have ever read this comic, there's no super villains. There is no bank robbing. There's no, there's a little bit of a punching in there, but I'm going to explain. Anyway, we start with the She-Hulk lying. Sunbathing, is that how you say it? Or tanning on the Baxter building on the top of it. I also love the fact that she is, lying on the what's this called? A blanket with a Fantastic Four logo, the original Fantastic Four logo on it. And something happened. So it seems that there is some kind of a paparazzi guy flying above her, and they are, gonna make pictures of her, for whatever reason. So this guy is shooting naked pictures of the She-Hulk, but yeah, She-Hulk says, well, screw it, that's not gonna how it's gonna fly. So she jumps off the roof and clings herself onto the helicopter, and they starting to panic, skipping a few pages, and then they try to get rid of her, and she is punching through the helicopter, and then they say, well, I got an idea to get rid of her. And they throw her into a building. And John Byrne, I believe it's John Byrne, is the artist, is also the writer. His art is spectacular, is really good. And he can do kick-ass stories, very fun, very engaging for all ages. And he does She-Hulk very, very, very well. He is probably one of, if not the definitive She-Hulk artist, in my opinion. There are others, of course, but when I think of She-Hulk, John Byrne is the first that comes into mind. He can draw her very, very well, and he has nailed the character perfectly. So Ryan Wingfoot, who is, I believe, her boyfriend at that time, is going to help her to find the sleazebags that did her. But there's a lot of helicopters flying around, so they lost the guy that did it. But she is also, she's a lawyer, and she is also, as according to her, a little bit above a private eye. She does research a lot, and she's calling some people to figure out who this guy was and where he came from. And she get an address. And then Wyatt comes with her, and they found the helicopter guy. And then she says, "Hey, that guy that shot the pictures of me, I need to know where he is." And he says, "No, I can't do that because he paid me $1,000 and I need to fix this helicopter." And then she basically, says, "Well, you're gonna tell me, otherwise, well, maybe I should throw this high up in the air, and then, well, we'll see what happens when it comes down." He says, no, I'm gonna tell you everything. And also, she became a member of the Fantastic Four. I believe that was during, but also after the Secret Wars, when all the superheroes were disappearing and going to, I believe, Battle Worlds. And I really like her costume, her Fantastic Four costume. She's now doing the whole purple thing, which it's logical because, being a Hulk and green stuff and purple, that goes hand in hand. But I think blue and white suits her very, very well. It looks really good, in my opinion. Also, these white gloves and the white boots looks great. Too bad they are screwing her up. I believe she is now being back to normal after being depicted as when she was transformed into a man Hulk thing. That storyline was trash. And they changed her back into Sexy Hulk, which I was very surprised about it because all these screeching people have said, sex in or sexy She-Hulk. That's not that cannot do any. That's I'm sorry. That's not what we want anymore. It's sexist and the male gaze stuff, etc., etc. All that bullshit. Anyway, so she gets the address of the guy that shot her pictures, and she, is in her human. How do you say? Transforms back into human form as Jennifer Walters, and they're going up to this weird building, and Jennifer says, "Well, I don't want to be here, but we're gonna bring the truth into light," or something like that. So she is being greeted by this sleazeball-looking guy, and he is overly happy to see her, and also tries to get rid of Wyatt and said, "Hey, why don't you go away, and then we're gonna have a chat with the lawyer." And he says, "Well, that's not gonna happen." So she says, "Mr. Vance, as you know, I'm the legal representative of the She-Hulk, and it's on her behalf that we have here to come here in this afternoon." And says, "What do you want? What do you mean? I don't know what you're talking about." And so she says, she tells everything because that it's not okay that he is doing that, and that she, although he does not know that she is actually also the She-Hulk. She says, that the She-Hulk is, gonna sue him if they're gonna, expose the pictures of her naked. And but he says, the She-Hulk is a public figure, and while she's lying there on the roof and people making pictures of her, that's fair use. There's nothing you can do about it. But Jennifer Walters says, that I believe She-Hulk is also part of certain unions, and if he is, printed pictures of her and expose her into the sleazy magazines because he's doing, I don't know, Hustler-like, Playboy stuff-like magazines, he's going to be sorry or something like that. And but then he this Vance guy is striking back, and he is tell her how it is, and he says, "Listen, girl, I got 3 million copies pre-ordered, and it's gonna make him filthy rich. And also the files, the print files are already at the printer, so there's nothing she can do anymore." And so she said, if she wants to have a piece of the pie, she can forget about it, something like that. He says, "It's the sweetest deal that ever blew my way, baby, and there's no way you're gonna mess it up for me. The picture already on the way to a waiting issue of the TNT," that's probably the printing, "right on the presses." But then this is happening, and she said, "Hey, I'm gonna make a sweet deal for you. Now that you're already here, why don't you, I don't know, take off your clothes, and then I'm gonna make some cool pictures of you, because you all, although you are, I think you have a sweet body under that, all that, how do you say that, plain Jane does, as he called it." And Jennifer says, "You're not suggesting." I said, "Oh, why not? The Fantastic Four lawyers, I even give you a cover billing." And then she says, "You slimy little worm. I always been against censorship of any kind, but creeps like you make a good armament for book burning." And then she transforms into the She-Hulk. He loses his wig. And he steps back and says, "Oh, you are her? Don't touch me. I'm going to sue you." And she says, "Don't worry. I'm not going to touch you. But all the sweet money that you got in this vault, it's going to be yours." And then she is, I don't know how you call it, but he is destroying the vault. And then he gives it back to him. And this is happening, and then she's going away with Wyatt, but she's a little bit pissed that she cannot do anything about it because of all the legal stuff. It seems that this guy is in his right. It seems She-Hulk is a public figure, and that's what people are doing. They're taking pictures of celebrities and make a quick buck off of them. That's how it works. But then she's going back to the Baxter building. Johnny is flying in with some pretty good news, and Shield is sulking, and she's not very happy that the sleazeball is, getting her naked pictures out and being printed for everyone to see, And then, but he says, remember how you told us what a big rush that Vance creep was in to get your pictures into print? Well, it looks he was in such a rush he neglected to tell his printers that they were pictures of a green lady, so they color corrected it. So, and She-Hulk is very happy. So, and she also says, "Well, oh, that's great news, and it doesn't even look like me." And she's so happy she wants to kiss Johnny, but Johnny says, "Well, no, save those smooches for Wyatt. By the way, can I have this magazine back? Because in my room I have, I think, a pair of green tinted sunglasses that he wants to try out." And then she says, "Green tinted sunglasses?" He says, "Come back here with that." And that's the end of the book. This is just fun. This is great stuff. This is just pure good. Yeah, this is good writing, and the art looks phenomenal. And John Byrne, everything he's doing, he's great. It's just great stuff. So I wanted to show you this, guys. Maybe you are not familiar with the story, but I read it when I was younger, and I got it for, I don't know, $2.50 or $3 or something. And I thought to myself, you know what, I'm gonna buy it because I have only the Dutch version of this. Now I have the original one, and I'm very happy with that. And so that brings us to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and more to come soon, guys. See you next time. Bye-bye.